what's your name?
My name is Kevin Sullivan.
And where are you from?
I'm from Chicago. I've been here all my life.
How long have you been experiencing homelessness for?
I've been homeless for 11 months now.
And what happened 11 months ago, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, I did something I shouldn't have, and I got locked up, and I've been out, and I changed my life, and I've been trying to find work. Then coronavirus hit, then I couldn't do day labor, and I don't have ID or anything, so right now I'm trying to get my ID, get back on my feet.
Okay, so because of COVID, you're kind of stuck right now?
Yes.
That sucks, I'm sorry to hear that. What have been some of the hardest parts or biggest barriers to experiencing homelessness?
The hardest part is keeping a hotel room. Every day you try to find some type of work, and if you can't, then you panhandle and try to get a hotel room as cheap as you can. Some days you can, and some days you can't. You end up sleeping out here. And sleeping out here, I've been bitten under my eye right here by a rat. I mean, some days are better than others.
And how often are you able to find a stable place to sleep, like a hotel room or
4
something?
4 days out of a week.
So how much does it typically cost to get a night of sleep?
About $16 to $25 just for one night.
And what are some of the other barriers to being homeless, would you say?
Well, you got guys out here that bother us. Then you got guys that when you're asleep, they'll walk up and kick you. I mean, and sometimes getting around without a bus card, it makes it hard.
Have you tried looking into social services, or is anyone helping you consistently?
No, not consistently. And I've looked into some help. I've been to the shelters, and the shelters will let you stay there 30 days, and then if you don't join their Christian program, you have to leave. Or you have to join a 12-step group, but everybody's not addicted to drugs. Some people just want to work and change their life and get their life back and try to live normal. And me staying in there doesn't help me in.
So it kind of sets you back almost,
yes,
right?
Yes, I stayed there for 6 months in their program, then they don't give you anything or help you find housing or anything, so I'm right back out there. So it was just like I was in limbo.
Right. It seems like a lot of people I've talked to, they say that a lot of the social services are kind of meant to keep them on them and kind of force them to oblige by the rules. Would you speak about that for a moment?
Yes. You'll get in a program and they have a bunch of rules, do this, do that. You work for them, you don't get paid. Then some of them take your link card. You know, I can understand that because they feed you. But a lot of people need that link card so they can do things, so they can have little money to get around, because you can't just survive just having food to eat. It takes more.
A link card? What is that?
It's by public aid. They give you $173, and that's to last you the whole month to eat with. But they give you no cash, no bus card, anything. So how can you find work? You just walk around all day and go in the store and eat snacks?
And is that the only consistent help you get?
The only consistent help there is for us.
And how does getting one of those work?
You have to have ID, and you go to the aid office, and they'll give you a link card, activate in 4 days, and you'll have some money to eat with.
Okay, and then it just kind of works like a debit card, kind of?
Yes.
Where did you sleep last night?
Around the corner in the doorway.
And how prevalent is stealing? Do people usually steal from you while you're sleeping?
Yes, if you don't take your bag and put your legs through it, you'll wake up in your bag. That's why I don't have ID now. They took my ID and everything. And then you have nothing. And you can do nothing without ID. And now that everything's opening back up, I can get my ID. I just have to get the money. And then I can do day labor again. Work on the liquor trucks.
Would you speak about the criminalization of the homeless around here, or how police tend to harass or bother the homeless population?
I haven't been through that a lot, but I know a lot of guys. It's mostly the mental ill ones that walk around and they're mentally ill and they can't help themselves because they're schizophrenic, and the police sometimes don't understand, and they get down on them bad, lock them up, threaten them, tell them they can't sit there and panhandle. And so they just walk around crazy. But But
Oh.
I haven't experienced it too much because I stay out the way. When I see them coming on that, I move.
So your strategy is to kind of keep a low profile?
Very low profile, because if you don't, it won't work out there.
Would you say that's like one of the most important parts about surviving on the streets?
Yes, it is. Keeping a low profile.
And is there anything else you want to add or talk about?
Well, not really. I just would take any job I could find. I mean, I would clean horse stables. Anything where I can get back to being normal. Because this is totally not normal.